Hello, parasocial friends. We are back with another episode of sunset chats. I'm wearing a different sweatshirt. I thought maybe it'd be funny to wear the same vintage black checkered sweater that I was wearing for the past 2 videos, but honestly that was probably getting a bit annoying seeing the exact same thing. So wearing something different today. I'm at a public park here in Taipei, and once again talking to myself in public. I try to choose a more secluded corner, but obviously there's still people walking around, so hopefully this looks fine. Am I even in focus? I think so. It's like tracking my eye movement, so I think I am in focus. I Recently, I went on a trip to Hong Kong to visit some of my friends who also happened to be visiting Hong Kong. They don't live there. It's just we both decided to meet there in the middle since they didn't have time in their itinerary to come to Taiwan. So I'm like, I'll just go to Hong Kong and meet you guys. I haven't been to Hong Kong in a really long time. Last time I was there for one day, less than 24-hour layover kind of situation. So I count this past time as my first time in Hong Kong. And it was really, really great. I will do a separate video on that in a bit. I don't even know which video is coming out first because I'm just filming. I'm batch filming, whatever. But on our trip, we had one night where, when you go on a trip with your friends, you have to do deep talks in the hotel or wherever you're staying. It's an unwritten rule when it comes to traveling. So, of course, we did a deep talk, and we talked about friendships and just how our lives have changed and how we have changed as people since college. And one thing that my friend asked me was what is one way that you feel like you've changed since college? Your personality, one thing about you that has changed. And my answer was, I am much more nonchalant now. I think in college I just cared a lot about what people thought about me. I wouldn't necessarily say to a fault, but I definitely cared a lot, and it really dominated my decisions and my life. And after a certain point, it was too much. I think since I graduated college, I stopped caring as much about what people think about me. In college, I would have been too scared to do this, to talk in public like this and share it on the internet. But yeah, I think one thing about recording in public that a lot of people have shared with me is I'm too scared to do that. And honestly, I'm too scared too. But the fun part about doing, recording yourself in public, whether it's this, talking to the camera, or just setting up your phone and doing a little video of your outfit or whatever, is you are never going to see these people again. These people that walk past you, that are in the background of your video on accident, they literally don't care. They don't care. You aren't going to see these people again. These aren't, in a city as big as Taipei, I'm never going to see these people again. And so what if I do? It can be a funny story for them to tell their friends of oh my gosh, today I was at the park and it was so embarrassing. I saw this girl talking to herself to her camera in public. That was so cringe. It's okay, whatever. I can be the subject of a funny story for their friend if that means entertainment. I don't really care. Life is truly just too short to care about people that you're never going to see again. So I just stopped letting other people's opinions of me dictate the way that I feel, because it's a lost cause. It's a lost cause. There's really no point. And another thing is friendships. I've been a lot more nonchalant in friendships as well. I think when I was in college, I would have been more uptight of who I keep in my circle, and being overly dramatic and choosing to hang out with people. And if I haven't seen someone in a while, I'd be I should make them something, or write them a card, or just text them and show them that I care about them. But now I think I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and it's good to show your friends that you care about them. But in recent years, I think I've just been that weight has been lifted, where I know that my friends care about me. Okay, part 2. I know that my friends care about me, so I don't need them to check in on me all the time, and vice versa. My friends hopefully know that I care about them, so I'm not always texting them every minute of the day. And this is especially true with long distance friendships. All of my friends are long distance at this point, since I am across the ocean right now. We have the issue of distance. We have the issue of distance, and we also have the issue of time, a literal time difference. And just like we don't have the luxury of seeing each other every day like we did in college. So I think I've just gotten a lot more secure in my friendships. And yeah, I will definitely still text my friend to be like, hey, I'm thinking of you. It's been a while. Want to call? Or this reminded me of you. I think, oh my gosh, this is the subject of the video. I think someone saying that they were thinking of you is like, or something reminded them of you, is like one of the most pure forms of love, in my opinion. Like, they can think of you, but the fact that they also reached out and told you is just, to me, like, it's just such a simple gesture, but it means so much, because it just shows that your friendship has reached a certain level where you have a shared understanding of the other person, like each other's personalities and their interests, dislikes, and you have enough like shared history that something can remind you of them. I think it's just such a sweet and like heartfelt gesture for something to remind someone of me, that they know me well enough to see something and they be instantly reminded of me. That's so powerful. Like, in that way, we are all influencers. We're all content creators. Not content creators. We're all influencers because we have influence. Like, for my personal branding to be so strong that whenever my friends see anything Sage, literally look at these two things, that they will think of me. Or like the friends that see stuff related to Taylor Swift and then they reach out to me and they're like, oh my gosh, did you see this video? Did you hear about this lore? Like, that is a form of love. That is just such a pure form of love. One of my old coworkers is really into Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande released an album recently. And the first person I thought of was her, because she loves Ariana Grande. Just little things like that. It's like a not so little thing that just has so much meaning and weight attached to it. And it's just so pure. For my friends to literally be across the ocean right now and see something and they think of me and like triggers a memory for them of like a shared experience, like it's just so meaningful to me. It means so much when my friends text me like a photo and they're like, oh my gosh, this reminded me of you, or oh my gosh, I saw this thing on Instagram and it reminded me of you. It means so much to me. And I think that's also why I go out of my way to share with my friends when something reminds me of them, because it just makes me feel so seen and so loved and so remembered. I think that feeling of they remember you and they see you and they know your personality. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling, but it just truly means so much to me. Like nothing makes me feel more seen. Nothing makes me feel more seen than a friend texting me, calling me, reaching out and saying, I saw this and it reminded me of you. It's just so beautiful. It could literally be anything. Or the sweater that I have been wearing in my past videos, like the black one, the vintage, that one, the one that I will not shut up about. I texted it to my friends, and one of my friends who lives in New York said, oh my gosh, yeah, that like shape, that style of sweater just like reminds me of you. It's like so your style. Even saying something as like someone else's style or like it would look so good on them. Oh, love language. Because it just shows that you like know them well enough to know their interests, or it shows that you know them well enough to know their taste as well. It's a very intimate thing to know someone's like style. Okay, I thought it was secluded, but there are still a lot of people walking around, but it's fine. It's a public park. What am I going to do about that? So yeah, I think that is just my little video podcast of the day. This is your sign to text your friends whenever something has reminded you of them, because it's just it means that you love them and you care about them. And I don't know how else to say this because I'm repeating myself at this point. But yeah, even your parents, your siblings, just people that you feel close to, it's just another way of saying I love you, honestly, in my opinion. To be reminded of someone in the wild like that is to be seen, is to be remembered, to be known, is just to be loved. It's just such a beautiful and tender thing. Well, it's 6 p.m. and I'm quite hungry. So I'm go get some dinner. But that is my little spiel of the day. I think this vlog will be like 3 minutes long because of just how quick the content flowed out of me. I don't like script these things. I feel like maybe I should. I feel like, oh my God, is this focusing? Oh, it's so dark. Auto. Okay, we're back. I don't script these videos. I feel like I probably should because I just end up rambling, and then when I'm editing, I'm like, what was it? There was no point made. Words were spoken, not a single point was made. But I guess let me know if you think this style is too rambly. Like, literally, hate on me, please, in the comments. I just need to know what's good and what's not, what's working and what's not. Leave a hate comment. It's fine. The hate comment will help me grow. But just this video. Don't be too mean on my other videos because I am still tender. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next one. I need a better outro because that is just a little too basic for me. Hopefully this mic situation is working because I'm not currently in a place where I can just get a new mic. Bye.